Hey there, it's Joseph, and welcome back to the YouTube channel on San Miguel de Allende Secrets. Today we're going to be talking about some of the lesser known but culturally significant chapels in and around town. As always, if you need more additional information in the narrative text below, there are links to various websites, including one that'll take you out to Amazon that has all of the 12 best-selling books in the San Miguel de Allende's book series for sale. There is an old adage that the best place to hide is often in plain sight. This certainly holds true for some of the most ancient chapels in San Miguel de Allende. There are several chapels from the 1700s that are tiny jewels in the San Miguel de Allende crown. The most historically significant and best preserved award goes to the small chapel along the old silver route outside of Palo, Colorado, popularly known as La Mesita, the Little Table. I'm sure it was once named for a saint or a Virgin of Mary no one seems to recall anymore. You can clearly see where the wagon trains would pull over and rest for the night before the arduous 8-hour trek into San Miguel the next day, while dodging attacks by the indigenous Chichimecas. Today, the trip is possible by car in about 20 minutes with nary an arrow lobbed in your direction. For years, I toured this tiny and well-preserved chapel until a new owner fenced in the property. I would not be surprised to soon see it as turned into a destination wedding site. The chapel is absent of any art and furniture it once had and feels like being in a pool devoid of water. Off the zigzagging walking street of Cruz de Puebla are two ancient chapels no longer in use. One is reachable for a peek in. The chapel door is often ajar, though largely blocked by piles of lumber stored there. You can peek around the door and see what appears to be an indigenous frescoes in the distance. However, someone in the late 1960s or early 70s appears to have gotten really stoned and painted Jesus and some angels whose physiques have had hairstyles that would seamlessly fit in on the Partridge Family bus. The other chapel is only visible by drone sitting just a few feet away. On Cinco de Mayo is a more modern chapel to the Three Kings. The original Three Kings Chapel is now in ruins, sitting in the midst of the development La Capilla de Piedra, named in honor of the ruins. The more modern Three Kings Chapel, when closed, is indistinguishable from the other buildings on that busy street, as seen there on the right. When open, a long driveway leads to the front of the chapel. The narrow driveway has chairs and an altar to say Mass, and as the actual chapel is really quite tiny. A local lawyer focused on maintaining the chapel in the late 20th century, and today, Mary Cruz Gonzalez continues the preservation mission. At one point, all these chapels were for the far-flung from Centro indigenous to have a place to worship the new religion the Spanish brought across the pond, along with horses, smallpox, and gunpowder.